Hi, I'm Dr. Kim Millman. I'm so glad you took the time to get a calcium checkup. Your results indicate that your calcium stores are in the danger zone. This means that it is very likely that you don't just have a calcium problem, you have a mineral problem. And there are many dangerous, yes, even life-threatening conditions that can develop as a result of mineral deficiencies left untreated. The good news is that in this short video, you will learn how you can stop this dangerous condition that is already developing in your body before even more of your tissues become mineral starved and depleted, endangering your health down to the very core. I am happy to say that there is an easy solution. After you watch this video, you'll know the exact steps you need to take to get your body out of the danger zone and to replenish your tissues with the vital minerals your body needs for optimal health and energy. When you learn the 3 principles I'm going to teach you in this video and follow them, your health will soar. You'll feel that core strength of your youth return, giving you a solid foundation that is powerful and resilient instead of weak and unsteady. You'll be energized from dawn to dusk instead of willing yourself through your day. You'll be calm in a crazy, chaotic world instead of frenzied and ill-focused. Those chronic aches and pains you thought would never go away, that constant backache, those Charlie horses, and bad cramps during your periods will all be a thing of the past. That's because your cells will be fully nourished and will say "ah" as you put the missing mineral piece into place. So let's jump in. Principle number 1 is mineral abundance. Mineral abundance is one of the key secrets to vibrant health and wellness, and almost no one is fully mineral powered. Let me tell you why and how it has become such a big problem today. The fact is that minerals are the nutrients you need most and at the same time are the hardest to get from foods. A bad combination for your nutrient scorecard. That may not have been the case in the early 1900s when our soil was rich and plentiful. Bring in inorganic fertilizers and pesticides, and by 1914 the mineral content of our foods decreased by a whopping 400%, and food that was not organic contained no trace minerals to speak of. Eating organic improved things a bit. By eating organic, you now get 96.33% more minerals compared to conventionally grown food, but that is still a far cry from the minerals you would have gotten in the early 1900s. So you see, even if you eat organic, your food just doesn't have the mineral power you need to feed your cells. That's the short supply side. Now here's the high demand side. Your hormones like estrogen, thyroid hormone, and cortisol need minerals so your metabolic machinery is purring. Your cell's energy generator needs minerals to produce fuel so you can feel refreshed and focused. You need minerals to produce hydrochloric acid and digestive enzymes so your digestion keeps your cells nourished. Your muscles require minerals to contract, to be spasm and cramp free. Your immune system needs minerals so you can be the one who doesn't get the flu when everyone else is sick. In fact, there is not one biochemical or cellular process that doesn't require minerals. Because they are in short supply and high demand, minerals are often the limiting nutrient. Unless your minerals are fully powered, the work you are doing to balance your hormones, improve your digestion, boost your metabolism, and optimize your diet will not produce the full benefits you are hoping to see. The problem is that even if you've completely changed your diet and replaced those nutrient-poor foods with nutrient-rich foods, it's likely you are still not getting enough minerals from your foods. Then let's talk about the standard American diet you were probably eating for decades before you changed your diet. The sad American diet is pitiful in providing even the recommended daily allowance, or the RDA of minerals. Before you knew better, you were likely getting 40 to 50% of calcium, 50% of copper, 50 to 60% of magnesium, and 50% of the RDA for selenium. That means every cell in your body has been starved for decades, and like it or not, you need to be in a rebuilding phase. So let's take calcium as an example. We all know that dairy is the best dietary source of calcium. Veggies, protein, nuts, eggs, and seeds are moderate sources of calcium at best. Quite frankly, you can eat 4 pounds of broccoli a day and still not get enough calcium to simply maintain your calcium stores, let alone replenish years of depletion. If you don't eat dairy, calcium is one nutrient that you will likely need to supplement in relatively high doses forever. That's right, what you can get in your multivitamin is just not enough. Without enough calcium, you can say goodbye to having a stable mood, resilient immune system, pain-free muscles, a powerful skeleton, and a strong heart. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a Stanford-trained MD, a medical researcher with 20 years of experience and training in functional medicine and a thriving integrated medical practice in the San Francisco Bay Area. I know all of this because I learned it the hard way. I was searching for decades for the answer. I wondered why all my hard work to heal my gut, boost my metabolism, balance my hormones, and change my diet all helped, but didn't completely resolve my symptoms. I still had periods where I would get better, then I'd plateau, and then I'd get worse again. I knew food was my Achilles heel. Not only am I a carb junkie, I feel like doo-doo when I eat grains of any kind, including gluten and corn. If that's not enough, I can't eat dairy and eggs, and I don't do well with nuts. For me, changing my diet wasn't about losing weight, although I did lose about 50 pounds. It was about survival. So I worked hard at making veggies taste good in every possible way, making awesome protein shakes with different greens, oils, and seeds, and learned that bacon goes with everything, and I'm not even joking. Oh yeah, I also learned just how much I could cheat without suffering the next day. Guess how much? You guessed it, practically never. I spent months taking L-glutamine, okra, sipping bone broths to heal my gut, while at the same time taking adrenal adaptogens to rebuild my adrenals. Truth be told, all of that was worth the effort. It literally saved my life. But after some time, I didn't get much better. Problems that had disappeared with my change in diet were coming back despite the fact that I was being diligent about my diet and supplements. I had thought that food and all the other work I had done would be enough. When changing my food didn't work, I started thinking it was me. Perhaps it was due to aging, or even worse, that I was broken. Then I realized that I was sorely deficient in minerals despite working so hard to rebuild my health. I started taking minerals, but it didn't go well. I got anxious and jittery and started to detox heavy metals way too quickly. I thought, minerals are making me worse. They can't be the answer. I quickly learned there's an art to mineral rebalancing, and thus Principles 2 and 3 were born. Principle number 2 is preferred minerals. You see, there are 2 types of minerals, preferred and less preferred. The body needs minerals so profoundly that if your cells and tissues are deficient, it will use the less preferred minerals rather than having none. Unfortunately, the less preferred minerals are usually toxic heavy metals. The way it works is that minerals act by binding to receptors that are like little parking spaces. If you're mineral deficient, those parking spaces are empty. But since the body desperately needs those parking spaces filled, the toxic heavy metal parks in the preferred mineral space. 2 things happen when a toxic metal is parked in the parking space. First, it makes the whole parking lot toxic. In addition, the toxic metal doesn't work as well as the preferred mineral, so you get symptoms of mineral deficiencies. Now you do something like a heavy metal detox with chlorella or cilantro, and you've just towed all the cars out of the parking spaces. Now the parking lot is empty, and you get major symptoms of mineral deficiencies like brain fog, headaches, joint aches, and you're so tired you can't get off the couch. You feel like you do when you have the flu. If that wasn't enough, all the toxic metals are now out in your blood. Your kidneys, your liver, your gut get the job of getting rid of them. But there's a traffic jam because they all got released at the same time. Now you get pain in your back, over your kidneys, Your bladder gets irritable and painful, and you get irritable because your liver is full of toxins. Your gut slows down to reabsorb the heavy metals because they are better than nothing, and you get constipated. Your nerves get a big dose of toxins, and you get tingly and your muscles get spastic. When this happens, you feel like a zombie and vow you will never do another detox. I don't blame you. This is what happened to me whenever I took any of those so-called gentle chelators. What I learned was I needed a detox more than anything, but I had to do it in the right way. The right way was to replace the heavy metals with the preferred minerals I was so deficient in, and to do it so slowly that my system could eliminate the toxins. The last lesson I needed to learn was principle number 3, which is the U factor. I learned mineral balancing is not as simple as just taking the RDA and handling the less preferred minerals. It also depends on you. Is your cortisol high or low? Are you always in fight or flight, or are you running in slow-mo? Do you have insomnia, or can you sleep for 10-hour stretches and still not feel rested? Are you hot, clammy, and running fast, or are you cold, dry, and can barely get out of bed? Are you anxious, nervous with panic attacks, or depressed and apathetic? Depending upon the answer to these questions, you need to customize your approach to replacing your minerals. Or your mineral balancing efforts could backfire and make you feel even worse. This is what happened to me. I was wired and tired and took stimulating minerals. This just made me jittery and panicky. I had to learn all of these principles and follow them before I had a breakthrough. When I did, my core strength began to return and I truly felt different. It was easier to keep my blood sugar stable, and so my energy levels weren't tanking at 3 p.m. If I didn't get a snack in the afternoon, it didn't matter. I wasn't tossing and turning in the middle of the night while going over my to-do list for the next day. I was able to cope with all of life's little ups and downs. My leg cramps went away completely. Headaches and joint aches mostly became a thing of the past. Almost immediately, I was happy again. I went from seeing the world half empty to seeing the world half full. Things I didn't expect happened too. I wasn't trying to lose weight, but I did. My skin got better. People were telling me I looked 10 years younger. I thought, all of this from minerals? So I tried it out on my patients, and their increased vitality exceeded my expectations. Since then, I've used these 3 principles in my practice for almost a decade, and I get consistent, reliable results every time. What I know now, I wish I knew 20 years ago. If I had fed my starved tissues using these 3 principles in the beginning of my healing journey, it would have shortened my suffering. That's what I want for you. You need a strong foundation so you can heal and rebuild in record time. The best part is that you don't have to figure this out for yourself. I've put together an energizing, mood balancing, pain relieving, muscle strengthening, blood sugar stabilizing, sleep restoring, and bone restorative program that is life-changing, and it only takes 45 days. And with your permission, I'd like to share exactly how it works with you right now. Say hello to Get Mineral Powered, the world's first mineral balancing program using these 3 important principles so you will have a powerful and resilient core and return the vitality of your youth. It systematically upgrades your mineral stores that have been starved for decades. With fully powered cells, you will feel fundamentally different. You will detox heavy metals without even knowing it, and without those so-called gentle chelators. No detox symptoms, even if you have amalgam fillings. It will avoid the healing reactions you've come to know and tolerate because your unique needs are not being considered. You will no longer feel like you're broken. For me, minerals were the missing link. I know now it is the foundation to optimal health. I want your cells to be fully powered with minerals so your body works at peak performance instead of just getting by. Rest assured, Get Mineral Power will work for you no matter what your situation is, even if you're just getting started. In fact, it will make it easier for you to change your diet, balance your hormones, heal your gut, and rebuild your adrenals because everything depends on minerals. So how does it work? Get Mineral Powered is a 45-day online program that will walk you through effective mineral balancing using the 3 principles we just discussed. First, you will balance the 9 major minerals that control optimal blood sugar, metabolism, hormones, muscles, and mood according to the U factor. You'll use the Mineral Power Toolkit to establish your deficiency points and your unique needs. You'll have a custom mineral balancing plan for 3 stages, including cleansing, rebuilding, and maintenance. Then you will optimize the Fab 4 minerals. You'll learn how to optimize your diet, hormones, and exercise so that your tissues become abundantly rich with these 4 minerals. You'll have a plan to keep your mineral storehouse, your bones, stocked full of vital, life-enhancing minerals. You'll eliminate the terrible 6 heavy metals by replacing them with preferred minerals. You'll learn the 2 simple nutrients that will gently detoxify all 6 heavy metals simultaneously. You'll learn how to take a supersaturated mineral solution that will leave you feeling fully refreshed, pain-free, and stabilize your blood sugar. You'll take a long, relaxing bath with an ordinary mineral solution to get rid of toxins that lie deep down in your muscles and fat cells. By the end of this educational program, you will have a customized mineral balancing plan that you can use to determine what your supplement needs are. You will learn how to choose a high-quality supplement that will meet your needs. By getting Mineral Powered, your energy will soar, and you won't find it difficult to get through your afternoon slump. Your muscles will go from crampy and restless to strong and steady, and you'll recover easily after a day in the gym. You'll find that getting every cold and flu that comes around in the winter is a thing of the past. Your mood will be calm and collected, and your bones will be strong for life. Here's my promise to you. Go through the Get Mineral Powered program and let it all work for you. You'll be amazed at how simple it is to follow and how many of your nagging and chronic problems you just have been tolerating go away. I hope you're as eager as I am for you to give this powerful program a test drive. So I have a proposal for you to do just that. You see, up until now, the techniques used in this program have only been available to my private patients. But I know that as someone who is busy and who just wants results now, you don't have the time or the money to come to the San Francisco Bay Area and have 6 appointments with me over 3 months that would cost at least $600. But it's not okay for me that only my private patients would have access to this information. I'm much more interested to see you get better right now instead of a decade later. So I'm offering you this program today for a one-time charge of $97. And of course, everything is backed up by a rock-solid 30-day money-back guarantee. Go through the program. If you decide the program is not for you, simply contact our customer support team anytime in the next 30 days and I will immediately refund every cent of your investment. There's absolutely 0 risk to you. Why am I offering you this incredible guarantee? Because I care about your health, and I know this program will change your life. So just click the button below to get started now.